Thank you. Thanks everyone for having me. I guess to start with, obviously it's been extremely challenging for everyone. We, I guess, had to look at it day by day as much as you could. Obviously when things were happening in the week that felt like a year. It was changing almost by the half day. So now that things have settled, I guess looking back and reflecting, and then how do we move forward with the continuing changes, has been around just trying to compartmentalize it and working as methodically as you can with each step. So I guess I don't really know where to start. As each stage rolled out, I suppose we had to assess in terms of viability, whether or not it was going to be financially viable. Obviously now though, with JobKeeper, and I would be assuming that most people here would have been able to access, or I hope everyone's been able to access JobKeeper, is that was where it was a complete game changer for us. So really it took away the risk of us giving something a go. And we just thought, look, what have we got to lose? We are better off to be staying open and receiving feedback, and trying to gauge what our local market wants. And I think that's why things have changed so rapidly. We've been relying on such a tourist market that we probably, I guess for us, because our tourist market is so strong, that we'd probably not forgotten, but the wants and needs of our local market had probably been pushed down the priority list a little bit. So it's been really interesting to find out what our locals want, how they want to dine, how they want to travel if they are looking to come and stay. So it's been a really interesting exercise in our marketing channels. I think I'm quite surprised as to how strong the social media channels have been. And interestingly, so for Black Cow, Facebook's a more useful tool for us there, whereas Stillwater's Instagram is much more popular than Black Cow. So it's really interesting, the differences. And I guess you've just got to put the information out there and gauge the response. It's a bit of it's not a spray and pray kind of concept, but it almost is. That you just kind of got to get some communications out there to see what the public want. Within house, it's been a lot of communication, and that's been a very high thing on my priority list. I personally look after the human resources, mostly of the front of house. But it's been communicating what the information that we've been getting from government sources and from Tourism Tas, and all the different information channels, to try to distill that and give the information that is relevant to our team, what they know, and keep it very simple and very brief. I've just started the last week recording video messages because I was finding that really long or too wordy newsletters just weren't working. And so far, I think that the response has been really good to the video messaging. We do have a large team, and I realise that not everyone would have a large team. We've got 41 on JobKeeper, and we had about 60 staff, just over 60 before all of this began. But in saying that, we've got such different teams. So we've got the 7 team, the accommodation team, which is only basically 2 people, and then the restaurant teams that are obviously about half. So a lot of what I think is crucial is to make sure that you are keeping your teams in the loop, no matter how small or how large they are, and making them feel comfortable, and to break down the different procedures that are relevant to those areas. So for front of house, what needs to be done when they get to work? You need to wash and sanitize your hands. This is the way we're going to be cleaning tables. This is the way we're going to be taking details of guests, really breaking it down into very simple operational processes of kind of being methodical in a time frame perspective, in that when the guest arrives, to when they leave. So going through each step has been really helpful. And the same for the kitchen in terms of explaining the cleaning procedures, packing down of different shifts, and trying to keep the teams separate. Stillwater is a breakfast, lunch and dinner operation. We've cut lunch out of the mix because we're trying to keep the teams separated as much as possible to ensure that if there is a case amongst the team, or if there is someone that gets sick, that we can try and isolate that as best we can. I know that that's very tricky, but fortunately for us, operation wise, that has been really good. Now, Black Cow, we have chosen not to do the dining in for stage 1. We feel it's stretching us too thin. There is a capacity of what you can roll out, and we decided to roll it out at Stillwater as opposed to Black Cow. We felt that it would be compromising our product at Black Cow by doing takeaway and dining in. We felt like we were just going to be compromising both. The space there is a really, really small dining room, very small kitchen. We don't have the space, the physical space to be facilitating takeaway orders. It takes a lot to pack and all that sort of stuff. So we've just decided to keep that on halt for stage 2. In saying that, we're going to give it this week and see what might happen. I think my husband likes to say, be the willow, and that's trying to, go with the flow, go with what is happening, and just to continually reassess and discuss things with the team to make sure that they feel comfortable in what we are potentially wanting to roll out. Stillwater, we've decided to just roll out the indoor dining for now. We're going to give that a go for a week and then potentially move to outdoor dining as well, and also use one of our semi-private cellar rooms, which is a limit. It only seats 6, but it's something. I guess though that I've constantly been thinking, what's the business going to look like next week? What's the business going to look like in 6 months? What are we going to do in summer when we don't have these tourists? I do think though, I'm always the optimistic thinker, and I think that the opportunity we might have to, I guess, recapture or even capture for the first time the local market into these products that we've all got. I think there is a really great opportunity there. And yeah, I guess we've just been trying to roll with the punches as best we can and just trying to take it day by day. I guess that's the best way I can kind of describe it.